Hi y'all, hey, hi y'all, hey. Behind the scenes, while I set up to talk to IG, IG. I put YouTube. Y'all can come on in. Come on in. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, he wrote a whole paragraph. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. I love love. And y'all gonna find out a little bit later. Let me set up iJizzy. I'm gonna tell you something. There's something about me. I absolutely love a cancer. I mean, I don't know. I don't fall in love with them, but like cancer, that's my opposing sign on the zodiac wheel. And there's something about um, um, no, that I just love and want to protect and love them. And there's a guy on my IG page. He's a cancer, and I absolutely just adore him. Ooh, ooh. Okay, let's get IG up and talking to us here. While in the meantime, I'll be charging the other phone for other content that I'll be creating. All right, okay. Let's get it in. Let's get in here. Let's get in here. Okay, we got IG coming in. IG coming on in here. All right. Let me turn off this non-copyright music. Okay. Non copyright free DMCA free copyright free music in the background. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Now, welcome to the morning chat where I tell you what's on my mind in the morning time. Good morning, my people. Good morning, my people. So, I hope you all had a wonderful wonderful Mother's Day Sunday. It was beautiful out here in Atlanta. It was beautiful weather. It didn't start raining until the end of the day. So if you did anything for your mama, I mean, unless she only does stuff at night, child. Yes. Unless she does only do things at night. It was a beautiful day here in the A. I had a wonderful Mother's Day. Better than I could have ever expected. But we're going to get into that in the main topic. Now, let's get into the morning announcements. Morning announcements. Okay. The morning announcements is Single and Satisfied will resume next Sunday, 7:30 here on Instagram. YouTube, come here on Instagram. Okay. Where we talk about relationships, love, singleness, marriedness. Let's talk about it. Um, I unfortunately did not reach out to the friend that I want to talk about, like the mental health aspects of relationships. Um, I'm gonna try. No, I'm going to do it today. Not try. I'm not trying nothing. I'm gonna do it. So, amen. So be here at 7:30. Wednesday, I'll tell you what the topic will be. But I might have to pivot to another topic. I really want to talk about mental health and relationships and dating and that kind of thing. Because I think that is a major part of how you date, who you accept into your life. You know what I'm saying? But I may have to pivot and I'm ready to. Hopefully, I'll be able to have this person on, another person on the show I'd like to introduce y'all to. So we'll see. We'll see what this thing goes. We'll see. Wednesday. Okay. DoorDash Chronicles. Uh, uh, uh. DoorDash. Uh, uh, uh. DoorDash. uh, okay, because you know what? There will be little segment songs. I'm gonna have a theme song for morning chat and for all the shows that I create. Um, but let's get into this DoorDash Chronicle. Okay, this weekend, matter of fact, Friday. I went on. I'll teach later than I expected on Friday. But I got out and got the best tip of my life. Very first order. Okay. Was it it was the very first order. Okay. Of the day. Okay. And it definitely made up for the Petco Thursday situation, child. Okay. So I went out, started my DoorDash, hopeful. I'm trying to remember where restaurant did I pick up from. It was Wingstop. Now, normally, I don't like Wingstop, but this was early afternoon. It was like 10, going on 11 when I went out Friday. So it was $7. This is how I returned $7. It was a $7 order to go like 2 miles. Yeah, 2 miles. It was about 2 miles. So I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'll take that for $1. Um, I can remember if I declined an order prior to that. I know I did have to do it on Saturday, but we'll talk about that later. So I went ahead and picked it up. I said, it's the beginning, so they might have their stuff together. But once the day starts going and they start getting crowded and start getting orders in, they never have their stuff together. And I'm oftentimes sitting there waiting for my food, the food order to be finished or them to find it. I'm going to tell you, they be acting real special at Wingstop, right? So I went ahead and took it. What I didn't notice is it was a $7 plus. Now, what that means, it could be, this order could turn out to be, instead of $7, it could be $10 because they added a tip. That $7 could be $20. I definitely had something that was initially $6 and it ended up being a $20 order because I dropped it off and where I dropped it off into a movie set here in Atlanta. I won't tell you where it is because I don't want y'all going storming the place. But it wasn't Tyler Perry Studios. I'm gonna tell you that much for a fact. And um, but I've had that happen. I've even gotten the one with when I dropped off at the Tabernacle. It was like a $12 order plus, and then it being like a $50 order for the tip. So I've seen that, but never anything like this before. So I picked up, when I get there, I realize, oh, I'm thinking it's one order. That it says one item. It doesn't say 67. Okay, it wasn't 67, but it was a large order, enough that they need to put stuff in a box. And then that's when I really realized, like, oh, I'm dropping off somebody's lunch. So I'm expecting that $7 to become a $20 order. I've done that. I've had that. You know what I'm saying? Or a $30 order at most. Child. So I dropped off this box and I delivered it. And again, we don't know what the plus is going to be until we press confirm. I press confirm. And child, that $7 order, that $7+ order turned into a 68. I was about to say 50. No, it was $68. They then tipped me $61. They tipped me $61. Look, when I tell you I hit my goal, I hit my goal before my allotted time. I try to do like 4 hours of door dashing in the morning and then like 2 or 3 in the evening, depending on the day. You'd be surprised how many restaurants are not open on Monday. So I was ecstatic. I'm like so thankful, but nothing. There's no buts to this. I was thankful, very thankful for that tip. I was very happy that I decided to go ahead and listen to the Holy Spirit and say, go ahead, pick it up. It's in the morning. Worst comes to worst, you're going to get the $7. The worst comes to worst is they don't have the food, but you still, it was still $7 for like mile, 1.7 miles. That was still good for what I was stopping for. I was winning regardless, unless I got there and they didn't have the food ready. Then I would have to decline it and say, and then I wouldn't have got that money, and my acceptance rate or my completion rates would have went down. So that when Wingstop had their ish together, they were finishing up the order, they were putting it in the box. So I want to give a round of applause for. I want to give a round of applause to DoorDash. For Wingstop for having their stuff together on Friday, late morning. Okay, good. They had everything together. I appreciate it. Thank you for the company that tipped me that amount of money. Thank you so very much. You fed a hungry mother. So that was my DoorDash Chronicles. Started my weekend off right, child. And we're going to talk about what else started my weekend, my Mother's Day weekend off great. Okay? Now, let's get into the short chat. The short chat. My short chat. Short chat. Okay. So, I kind of briefly want to touch on this whole Jamie Foxx being in the hospital of an undisclosed ailment. Some conspiracy theories are saying that Jamie Foxx is being set. Someone's trying to take him out. I had heard. No, that's what they had told me. I had heard allegedly that Jamie Foxx actually said it, that they're trying to kill me. And they think that they, meaning the powers that be, wherever the powers that be is. And see, it sounds like this when, and I don't get nobody in here. I'm wondering if I'm being shadow banned. That's, especially once I start getting people in here, and I don't have people in here, the 2 or 3 that would chime in usually don't, but it's a Monday, maybe people are mundane. I hope y'all, I saw people around here. I would hope that if the rapture happens, there'll be a significant reduction in population, that I would know that the rapture come and I was left behind. But I don't believe I'll be left behind. But that is a fear of mine. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, moving on. And the conspiracy is that he has a lot of land that he's not willing to give up. And a lot of land. We're not talking an acre or here and there. We're talking about like 40 acres of land that could be used for farming or whatever. And I think somebody's trying to buy it and he ain't giving it up. But allegedly, I'm just saying, but also still stemming from Jamie Foxx, apparently Rap News or Rap.com or whatever, somebody reported that um, last week that Jamie Foxx, the family is basically it's not looking good. Like he's about to be taken out, and his daughter responds, "It's like what." It's a shame that we have to say these type of things, but my dad is home. He's been home for a couple of days now. You know what I'm saying? And he's actually is gearing up to play pickleball, whatever that is. I don't know what pickleball is. Is it a ball that's shaped like a pickle? But anyway, but as I was watching TGI Friday, TGI Friday on TGIF on Fox Soul. Um, there's a couple of things that I mean, they pointed out some things that it's like, you know what? Specifically, Funky Dineva, aka Q, who said like, I ain't believing it. Something's not right. I don't. It's not indicative of Jamie Foxx to not say something like I mean, a picture showing him looking and well. You know what I'm saying? Something's not right. I feel like he is not as well as they're saying. Okay. That's what he was saying. Something's not right. They come up with this, and basically she was trying to discredit whoever put this out here. Um, so as I was saying that, I was thinking to myself, well, that's it. It just seems to me that Jamie Foxx would come out and show himself and say, look, y'all, I'm okay. Why doesn't he say something to his fans? But Jamie Foxx is a Sagittarius. Okay. Like Chadwick Boseman. He done a whole few films battling colon cancer. He did films where he was battling colon. He did Black Panther. No one had no idea something was wrong with him until he started to lose weight in 2020 or 29, the beginning of 2020. He was on camera. You could tell he had lost weight, significant weight, and people was clowning him. And then a few months later, he passed away. And it's like, oh man, and some of those people never came back and said, I'm sorry, I didn't clown him for being thin. And come to find out, he was really sick, really, really sick. But no one knew. Sagittarius ain't gonna tell you. So this is very indicative of Jamie Foxx to not say anything. Okay. Now what I believe though, he isn't as well as his daughter was claiming. This is what my opinion is. This is my opinion. I don't think he's doing as well as his daughter is saying he's doing. And I'm going to say that I would say that Jamie Foxx is well enough to be able to instruct his daughter to do that, to say that he was doing fine and, whatever. I feel like he would have instructed her. Like, and if anything, Jamie Foxx is pissed off of whoever leaked that he wasn't doing well. You know what I'm saying? And the sad, craziest thing is, he's right here in Atlanta. Now, if I was a true journalist, and I'm not, okay, I'd be trying to find the hospital that he's at and be taking pictures or something to say, so he said he was doing all right, but we see him being wheeled into the hospital. You know what I'm saying? You sure you're doing? But I'm not a journalist that I first of all, bitches, I'm not getting paid for this. You know, y'all want me to do go to that extent, then y'all need to bring in some money. I mean, I'm just going. I'm keeping it 100. You need to like, share, and subscribe this video. Okay, tell people about your auntie doing the morning chats and come in here, comment, engage. Okay, I'm here. I want to engage with you all. Okay, talk to me. Anybody want to talk to me? Yes, engage with me. Okay, get my numbers up. Let me get to 1,000 something views so that I can start monetizing off it, and I can do these things like go to the courtroom, go to the hospital and find out and do the research and find out where he is and chase him down. I'm probably not going to do it though, but if I happen now, I'm not going to chase him down, but I might go by the hospital, and if I might, if it's a possibility that I happen to see him being wheeled into the hospital, or if I happen to see some news cameras around at the hospital, I might go and take a picture or video to see, you know what I'm saying? I may search the interwebs and find out if someone has already taken those pictures. Because, he's right here in my city because he was filming something. I think that he has something that is probably something he dealt with for a long period of time. And he just hasn't said anything. It's gotten bad. Men in general are kind of bad about saying when they're not feeling well. Okay. They too deal with the I'm strong and I have no feelings and I have to always show up for everybody syndrome. So I do wish him well. I need Jamie Foxx to power through and live. Because I mean, like, I'm a Jamie Foxx fan. Okay. I've been following him for a while since In Living Color, and not only his comedy but his music. Never really been to his stand up. I haven't been to his stand up, but I have bought the Unpredictable album CD. And I love his voice. I think he was funny on sketch. I think he's a great actor. Okay, you forget that he's this funny man. Okay, you forget his music that he puts out, and you can. He just is a great actor, and I don't want him to go. I don't. I don't want him to be unalive anymore. So, Lord, right now in the name of Jesus, I'm sending prayers up for Jamie Foxx that you give him, help him in this time of health struggle, Father. Um, Heal his body, cover his family, and reveal the person that's leaking this information. You know, because I'm pretty sure being upset about certain things and not being able to trust certain people around you isn't helping his health. So, Lord, reveal and remove whoever's leaking the information to the press about Jamie Foxx, and allow him and his family to shape the narrative. In Jesus' name, amen. So, that part. That's all I have for the short chat. Don't have a second one because I want to get into my weekend. So let's get to the 15 minutes of funk. Ain't no junk. So wow. So I finished all that in 30 minutes. Now let's see if I can get this in 15. And I can be off of this joint and door dashing. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to take a shower and all that stuff. And DoorDash, child. Let me talk about it. Well, here you go. So my weekend started off great. Okay. with that $61 tip on a $7 order to going meeting a person. Okay, I want to save that one for last because I'm gonna gush a little bit about that. Meeting a person, and he's amazing. Okay, but they all are amazing in the first time. The first time you meet him and you actually spend time with this person, you know, I'm hoping it is not his representative. Um, and I tried to keep my. I guess we talking about it, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So after that, I DoorDash and I reached my goal before then. I went ahead and got off, and I proceeded to do stuff that I need to get done throughout the day, like going to the grocery store, getting me more water. I have 5 pound bag bottles of water. You know, if you was walking in water on Friday, you would know that I said that I had carried these 5 gallon bottles. I mean, big bottles, 5 gallon bottles up my stairs. That was kind of my warm up to my walk. But child, oh, wait a minute. So that wasn't even. That was not even Friday when I met this person. I'm trying to think. No, I met him on Saturday. So I met the next day. So Friday was awesome. Then Saturday morning drive, it was I only made about $58, and then so I'm like, you know what? I did my time that I planned on doing it. Let me go ahead and maybe it's God's will for me to just do it later on that evening. You know, I'll make it up in the evening because I got off about 1, 2 o'clock um, on Saturday when I started just doing my personal, just doing what I need to do, get me more water, go to the grocery store, buy some necessities from the grocery store, that type of thing, and rest, and then get my walk on. Well, as I was going to get some water, I mean, refilling my gallons, I have 4 or 5 gallon bottles that I was refilling at the grocery store, the Glacier refill, stations. And I'm sitting up here talking, and this guy said, "You'll share with me some water. I'm so thirsty. I'm so thirsty." I said, "I'll share with. I got plenty." We just had a nice little conversation, and we just I mean, like I felt real relaxed with this guy. And I mean, when I say real relaxed, most guys don't get, I'll give you my number. But if you press me too much, I'm not answering the phone like I got work to do. I'm busy doing this, I'm busy doing that, and blah, 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 blah. Well, this guy, we talked a little bit, we exchanged numbers, everything was like mad cool. Um, he said something. He mentioned that he, lost his mom due to a brain aneurysm, and that was strange to me because it's like, why did he say that? You know what I'm saying? Why did you bring this person to me? You know what I'm saying, God? Why is this person talking to me? Well, I mean, not like that, but it's like that was kind of scary because I have high blood pressure, and that concerns me, especially when my medication gets low and I seem to not make the time to go to the doctor and get more medication. And being that I don't have a doctor as of yet because of you know not working at a employer, I work for myself. I don't have any type of insurance, so that I can just like, let me go ahead and make this appointment with this doctor, pay this copay, and get my medications refilled. Right? Um, which side note, pause. Let's go to a side note. Ain't it funny how the urgency when you have insurance, the urgency it is, oh girl, your blood pressure's high. You could and they go through this whole scare tactic. And I'm not saying it's not real or true, but they go through this whole scare tactic. But let me not visit for a year. Do you think that doctor is going to call you and say, hey, I haven't seen you in a year, and I know your blood pressure medication has not lasted you this long, Akara? You've been a long time, and I don't want you to stop taking your medication. What's going on? Do those doctors call you after a certain amount of time when they know the medication has run out to make sure that you are okay? As panic as they act when you go into there and they take your blood pressure and they see that it's 168 over 100, then they want to fuss you out about not taking your blood pressure medication, and then tell you that they're not hearing it because you could get free blood pressure medications at Publix, which you can, certain ones. But they fail to remember that I need insurance to come and get the prescription from you. They're not handing out free medication from at if I go to the Publix, I can't say, look, I have high blood pressure. You remember me, I used to pick my medication up here. You think you can give me a 30-day supply of my blood pressure medication? No. They need a prescription. Because if that's the case, I mean, they said, like I had one doctor fuss me out about this. I should do a whole show. One doctor fussed me out about um, missing him with the fact that I didn't have insurance or whatever, but not taking my blood pressure seriously, but failed to realize that, nigga, I don't have an insurance and I have to get up the money to come and see you, even with you being on a sliding scale. So your services ain't free, is it? And I don't recall hearing no doctors calling me and checking on me, seeing an email, but let me not pay a bill. They'll call me every single day and send me emails and text messages about how I can make that payment. But you won't find those doctors calling you when they realize that they haven't seen you in 6 months and you only gave them a certain amount of supply of medication. Okay, so miss me, doctors with the huge concern about my blood pressure, but when I don't, and it's like, well, you know what? I'm so concerned about your blood pressure. Just come in. Let me give you a prescription so that you can keep your blood pressure down. Okay. How you doing, Cosmic Water Baby? How you doing, Cosmic? So, and thank you for the Mother's Day wish. So that part. So that was just my little side rant when it comes to these doctors and physicians want to jump on your back when you're not keeping up with your medication, but they ain't doing nothing to make sure you're taking them. Okay. So miss me. Okay. But on the flip side, that is still no excuse for you all that are suffering for blood pressure, high blood pressure, like myself, hypertension, not to take your medication and take care of yourself. A lot of this blood pressure and the ailments that we deal with as a community, especially Black community, is based off of what we're eating and how well we're taking care of our bodies. Okay? Learn how to wean yourself off those medications and start eating better, having a breakfast. Okay? A high protein breakfast will help you last longer throughout the day before you have to eat something. That's why I had my eggs and beef sausage. Okay? Try not to have something high in sodium. I didn't add any salt or pepper to my eggs, but I did add cheese because cheese has enough seasoning in and of itself for me. But also, I'm not eating a lot of that. Start your day off with water and walking. Join me between 6:30 and 8 at this point. Okay, and let's get our walk on. Let's drink some water and get some walk on. Okay, have 1 cup of coffee. I'm not telling you to stop drinking coffee, but have 1 cup of coffee. Use honey or agave nectar for your coffee sweetener or your tea sweetener. Yes, yes, that's true. For those of you that some of you are have blood pressure in your genes, okay, and I ain't talking about your Jordache genes. Anyway, in your heritage, some of it is inherited. Yes, some health conditions like high blood pressure is hereditary. You know, if your mama or your daddy was always, had high blood pressure and popping a pill because of high blood pressure. But I really believe it is hereditary, but is some things I have conspiracy theories on that, but that's not the main topic. Okay, so I met this guy and we was talking. He mentioned that, and that's like, Lord, what you trying to tell me? The first thing he mentioned that his mom he lost his mom 20 years ago to a brain aneurysm. And I was like, Jesus, what you trying to tell me? Are you trying to prepare me are you trying to say, girl, if you don't forget walking in water, you need to run and guzzle. Okay. You need to run and hurry up and lose that weight. Okay. So, I mean, but it was good because I met the guy while I was getting water. So it was so interesting. And he had just finished working out, and we just had a good conversation. He helped me with a couple of the bottles, helped me put them in the car, sweetheart. And I went home. I talked and called my friends. It's like, that's kind of weird that he talked to me, and it just felt the energy was so kismet. It was like, it's almost I've met my. It's like, I don't know. You know what? You know what? I haven't felt this way about a meeting of a person since I met my best friend Lisa. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I haven't felt this way since I met my friend, my best friend Lisa. Like, we were just, it was almost, we were instant friends. It was like, yo, we were just instant friends. Instant, yo. Instant from that day when we met at Mirrant. We were both tipping there. And we were friends right away, yo. That is my best friend, though. We have been through some things. Like, she's really been a really good friend, yo. And I love the friendship that we have because we don't have to talk every day. And life be lifing, but we be connected. We be reconnecting, and that's just what friends are for, You don't have to, your best friend, you don't have to talk to your best friend every day. That's not a best friend. Best friend is, they might not be there when you want them, but they damn sure is on time. Okay. And, they're not all up in your videos, dancing all in your videos. Okay. They don't have to be P. Diddy in your life like that. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Get that work in, buddy. That's right. Go ahead, Cosmic. Work it out. Yeah. One day we're gonna be able to work out together. Hey, Hold on, I don't have my glasses on. Let me put on my glasses because I seen you join before. RMPVDJ. I don't know if that's mean Remy Ma, pretty, vivacious, delicious, juicy. But thank you. Welcome to the morning chat. So I met the guy, and so we was talking. I haven't again. It was almost like an instant connection with this guy. I mean, great conversation. It's like normally when I say I'm gonna call you later when I get off. Yeah, I'm gonna call you. I don't do it. This brother made it past the telephone. I actually called his ass after I got off my evening shift, which was crap. Okay. DoorDash was crap in the evening on Saturday evening because everybody was out. There was festivals. There was all kinds of stuff going on. So I was like, and I kind of was like, I don't care. I'm gonna call this dude. Okay. I'll tell you his name later. Okay, if it slips out, you're lucky. Okay, so I'm gonna call this dude. When I got off and I called, no answer. I'm like, he might have went to sleep. Whatever. Well, I'm still go home and finish up doing some things. Whatever. And so I called him. I mean, so he called me back. Maybe about an hour later. I'm at home. I'm like, hey. He's like, hey, how you doing? What you doing? You know. Now, mind you, we had text. You know, when I gave him my number, I told him to text me, give me his name so I can save it that way. You know what I'm saying? And so we had text. He was trying to get me. Well, I was like, I'm door dashing right now, but he was like, oh, where I am, there's a big pool. So FYI, he doesn't live here. He's here on business. So the Airbnb that he's renting had a pool. It had a nice pool. He said, do you swim? You want to come over and swim? And I'm like, normally, this is a red flag. You want me to come over your house and swim? Come in a bathing suit. You want to see me right away. But I didn't get that urgency like, girl, it wasn't that. It was just like, oh, if you can swim, there was a text message, you should come over. I love, let's go and take a dip in the pool. And when I talked to him, I sensed an accent, a Caribbean accent. I didn't want to automatically say that it was Jamaica. I mean, for me, I'm always going to default to Jamaica as an island, but he could have been Bohemian or Trinidadian. He could have been Barbados, any of those islands. You know what I'm saying? And he was a dreaded brother, but they have dreaded people in everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He was a dreadhead like myself, and but I didn't catch the accent. I mean, I didn't ask him at our initial meeting. Um, but whatever. So eventually we connected. I met up with him. I went to his Airbnb where he was. I'm like, I haven't done this ish since I was in college. Like just going over a dude's house. The hell, no correction. I did that with my one of my people. So I was in my late 30s when the last time I just no, I can't even say that. I can't even say that he don't count because the guy back in when in my late 30s, back in 2004 when I met this person, that was kind of like a blind date. It was a setup of a friend. So I trusted, going to see him because this was someone's good friend. You know what I'm saying? And so I went over his house feeling like I don't believe I am going over this dude's house. Of course, I text my son the address and the phone number of the dude that I'm going over there. This is where I'm going. This is a new friend. I just want to let you know something don't happen. And this is his name is this, and this is his number. If you don't hear from me tomorrow, because tomorrow's Mother's Day, you know, this come here first. Okay? Start the investigation at this address. So I went over there, and when I tell you the conversation, the it was just so amazing. Okay, it was so amazing. I'm like, who are you? In my head, who are you? Who sent you? Who sent you? But that was one part. The other side, like, oh my God, can I keep him? Ooh, I like him, God. Can I keep him, Daddy? Can I keep him? I want to keep this Jamaican. So I found out all the ins and outs about him. We were just, I'm from here. This is where I'm done. This is where I lived, and this is how I feel about we. That Saturday evening into Sunday morning was the equivalent to Jill Scott's Long Walk. That's what it was. It's like we were talking and it was, I felt like I met my person. I wasn't expecting him. I felt like I met my person. He is 10 years to the year my junior. Okay. Which is also something that I said I would never do. Not probably would never do. I have dated guys that was 10 years my senior. I mean my junior. And it just wasn't just didn't quite it didn't quite, you know what I'm saying? But this guy has an old soul, or at least 10 years older. I felt like me and him was the same age. I think I acted younger in the aspect that I showed him my silly side, which most people don't really get to see the silly side of me until I really get comfortable with you. Like, and that for some people, that takes months, and some people years before I am this silly person. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty serious until you get to know me. Then I'm a fool. I act like I'm here because I'm comfortable here because I don't have nobody. I don't feel I see you all looking at me. So I'm all here dancing in my video. Well, I'm not doing so much because I feel like if I was more flamboyant, jazz hands, I probably have more viewers. I guess I feel. But going on, so I just had a good time. And it happened, and it was amazing, you know. So I think I might have found my person. I don't know. I think I might. We'll see if I get to see him again during the week, because the fact is he doesn't live here. Um, he doesn't live here. He lives out of state, and he's here on business for a couple of weeks. So I'm just going to cherish the day. I'm just going to cherish the day and take it one step at a time. Take this long walk, and then I'll see where it goes. If it goes nowhere, I'm just going to enjoy the time. And that's of course your girl. You know how us ladies, we gonna tell our girlfriends, our besties, about, girl, I met a guy and we Netflixed and chilled. but we really Netflixed and chilled. You know what I'm saying? There was no pressure. It was no pressure. I didn't feel like I had to do anything. I felt so fucking comfortable and secure with this guy. It was just, to me, it wasn't just, it was the sex. Bleh, who cares about the sex? Which was great, but my thing is the connection. I I have not in a when it comes to a man, I haven't connected to someone instantly like that. Not a man. Like my best friend Lisa, for sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Um um I'm trying to think who else. My best friend, my very first best friend who's no longer with us. Love you, Vicky. She said, like, that's right, girl. Did Vicky send you? Who sent you? Who sent you, nigga? I need to do that video. Who sent you, nigga? Don't say another word. Who sent you? Because the capricious part of me is like, who sent you, nigga? Don't play with my heart. Do not play with me, okay? Because I like you and I want to keep you. But I know I can't keep you right away. So, yeah, so Auntie got to be a little giddy this weekend. I even told my son about him. But I said, so I met this guy. He's here. He's from here. This is how old he is. His birthday is this. Like I got the lowdown on this brother. That's how much we talk, B. Okay. That's how much we talk, and that's what I like the most. That is the sexiest part about this guy. Okay. That's the sexiest part about this guy is our conversations be fucking amazing. I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm being mansplained stuff. You know what I'm saying? Man, yo. If I didn't meet my person, I definitely met my twin flame or my soulmate. This person is going to be in my life for the remainder of my days. That's I say that for real. I feel like this person will be in my life, friend or lover or friend, doesn't matter. Lover or friend, he's going to be in my life for the remainder of my life. For sure. For sure. This is a person that, much like, and it's rare that I make a former lover a bestie. I only have one that I consider my best friend, male friend. He might have competition as one of my male best friends. We're just gonna say that, and I'm really saying that to be honest with you. I'm really saying that because I'm pumping my brakes a little bit, like whoa, whoa, whoa. I know you want to rush into this and marry this guy and plan the wedding and all that stuff. Because yes, I don't like saying this, but in my mind, I be planning shit. Well, I see the beginning. I see the end at the beginning, where this could go. You know, every man that I meet that is a significant, a partner of mine, potential partner of mine, I tend to already plan the ending or want what I desire in the future. Hey, Mate 303, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. Um, I tend to want to take it so far. Like I already see myself dating him and meeting his parents or meeting his father, his stepfather, or meeting his siblings or him meeting mine. I'm ready to let's just chill, let's settle down. That's what I wanna do. Just me and you. Chad, I am a huge romantic, and I don't like saying that or admitting that, but yes, I am a humongous romantic, and I see it. Like I said to myself, like my sister's husband's name is the same name as the guy I met. And I said, that wouldn't that be funny if me and my sister marry a person named this? That'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I want to pump my brakes. If it's gonna be, it's gonna be, and just live in the moment and just enjoy when what I got. And that is a good friend and a wonderful guy. And he's a unicorn child. Yes, I say he's a unicorn. He is a black man, over 40, no children, and intelligent. Let me say it again. Black, over 40. Oh, Jamaican, no kids, no ex-wife, no baby mamas. Straight. Okay. As far as I know. He gave me no signal that it's a possibility that he might be on the D low. Okay? Excuse me. He might be. There's some that don't give it off at all, but they do. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know where this is going to go, but I hope it goes a long, long way. And I was with this guy until Mother's Day morning. And then I went, my son, I came home, watched did whatever around the house. And then my son came over and he took me to the Auburn Spring Festival. And we just walked up, saw a couple of his friends perform. He bought me some food, got me a ice. It was just a nice little time with my son. It wasn't what I asked for and not what I expected, because we had to pivot because some things didn't happen the way we needed to happen. But you know what? The biggest thing was I got to spend time with my son. It was just, it's always been me and him, but I got to spend time with my son, and that's always a good time. So yes, and my son bought me some shrimp and fish. I mean, and fries. I saw an old friend that from the vending trail. Hey girl, hey, get you some being Mary Jane products there, child. Yes, yes, she has more than edibles. She got merch like shirts and clothing and um all your Mary Jane needs. Okay, child. She is so much. You can check her out on Instagram. Being Mary Jane. Like the show, but Jane with the ED at the end, okay? Well, with a D at the end. And go to her, see what she has coming up. She's gonna be on that vending trail since selling her products. So definitely go and patronize her. And I personally can vouch for her edibles. They are delicious and nutritious. Okay, trust me, they are good. Okay. Matter of fact, her edibles was the only edibles for that got me like I can do edibles, because I never thought I could really handle doing edibles because I heard the high is really crazy, but it isn't. Or you don't think you, some people, it takes a while for you to feel it, but some people say, I'm still waiting for this to feel this. Where it's at, you know. let me just say a little bit about edibles. It takes a minute to get in there, but once it gets in there, it's in there. Especially if you have good edibles. That's not if you have someone who's using high quality cannabis and THC, and you're not, what I'm saying, you're gonna feel that effect. That's even true about CBD. Okay, not CBD is not marijuana infused marijuana. This is um the flower that doesn't have they removed the THC. So I'm assuming they grew it in a way that it doesn't produce THC. I'm hoping that's the way it is. Now you got the synthetic marijuanas, which is infused. And that's basically they take you have a part of the marijuana plant that doesn't have any THC, and it's kind of like they added it to it. You know what I mean? So it's synthetic; it's not real. And but CBD, I've had a CBD pre roll, and it's amazing because you get it. If you don't, you want the relaxed feeling. You want to feel without the you know what I'm saying. Do CBD. Okay, you want to do CBD, the oil, or whatever like that. But definitely, yeah. But she's definitely got really good edibles. Even though that's not her main thing anymore, she does candles, all that stuff, and they smell good. So go and patronize being Mary Jane. But yeah, I had a good time. It was beautiful. It was hot. I got my exercise on. Again, the last time I went to to Armor Festival, the music festival last year with my son, we went, and that time again I left my phone at home. So it seems like when I go to Auburn Festival, I never bring my phone. I always forget it, especially when I go with my son. That's crazy, right? So but I had a good time. It was pretty relaxing. I did not DoorDash, I did not work that day per se. um yeah, I just had a good time. I had a good time, and then I went back to meet my friend again and spend the night there, and you know, cuddle. Oh, oh, oh! I had a good time. I had a time last night. Oh, and the night before, and I want to do it again and again and again and again. I want to just move in with him. And said, let's start a life. Let's see how. I want to do it until I can't no more. And then I want to glue the wheels on. Let's try it again. Let's do it again. Let's keep going. That's my thing. It's like I'm gonna do this until the wheels fall off. But I'm gonna glue them wheels right back on there, or I'm gonna put them wheels, mold whatever I have to do to put them back on there and keep on rolling. Okay, not new tires, the same tires. Let's go. Let's go. The rim ain't messed up. This is recoverable. Oh, let's go. Okay. So, so I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. Okay. Oh, this is if this is morning chat after dark, this early morning chat. I might have went there. I can't talk about that. I might have to give me a grown folks OnlyFans talk so we can talk the real talk. You know what I'm saying? Or some page like that where I can really get, I don't want to say down and dirty, but down and dirty where I stuff that I can't say on YouTube or Instagram, and or stuff that I can talk about, and sexual stuff, talking about sex to, and being more graphic than I can be here on these channels where I would say they're family channels. And yes, those would be the ones that you would have to pay for. I have really, 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 really considered doing something of that manner where where I can really be more open and tell more detailed stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, maybe tap into my sexy side. Um, I don't know. Y'all talk to me if y'all feel like I'm a whole 51-year-old woman. Okay, I should not be battling this. I'm gonna do what I want to do. It's my prerogative. I should be all like that. You see, I do that little bit of hair under my arms. I don't. Y'all gonna have to deal with Harry Harriet here until I feel like when I wear my tank tops. I mean, you're not gonna be like, oh dang, you got what they say, buckwheat in the headlock. No, no, I don't. Get the hell out of here. That ain't nothing. Even if I showed up, there'd still be like darkness there because the hair, I'm not pulling it out from the root. Anyway, Chad, let me stop and get off these. So see, I knew I was going to be able to do this within by 45 minutes, but no, no, no. You don't love me, and I know now. Anyway, let me go, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Um, Join me again tomorrow for the morning chat. Join me 6:30, 7 o'clock for the morning for the walking with water or stepping with auntie. Please put in the comments if you want it to be which one it is, because I'm not sure which one I want it to be. Stepping with auntie or walking in water, whichever the one. I've been started off with walking in water because that was what my cousin said. Drink more water and walk. Start off that way. Um, so that's it. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get ready to hit these streets and make this moolah, God's willing. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.